Hello there, and welcome to Josie K Tarot, Aries. I'm Josie K, and this is the week of May 11th of 2020. What are they thinking? Reading. So we're going to actually check the cards for whichever Aries I'm reading for regarding the person that is either on their mind or whom by which you may not even have yet met if you're single. I think things are starting to turn around spiritually and people are being drawn to come together. Couples that could last very long and be talking about this time in the future. The number 2020 is new paths, new connections, new directions, and finding. 2 plus 2 is 4, a solid foundation of peace, joy, and contentment in the midst of difficulty. So I'm starting out with the Gypsy Oracle deck, and I'm going to be doing a circle spread. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless whichever Aries I'm reading for with clearly defined information regarding the person who is in their thoughts. What are that person's thoughts, feelings, emotions, viewpoints, outlooks, and perspectives during the week of May 11th of 2020 for Aries? Okay, so the person you're thinking of is waiting on something. So if they've been a little bit distant, they're waiting, but they're also in the thoughts position very hopeful. So they're hoping for something to transpire. This person, Aries, is hoping that they can make some form of decision. So they're indecisive about something. Could have to do with a lot of things these days. Now, in the relationship sector of the circle spread, we have the Death card. So this is a person who's recognizing that something has come to an end or is contemplating bringing something to an end. Hopeful of what was, waiting to see if there needs to be an ending in the area of a person or group of people. Now, in the creative aspects position during the week of May 11th of 2020, we have the pleasure seeker energy. So this person is being guided to go out, have a good time, connect with others, and remain hopeful as they wait. In the actions position, we have the prison energy. So we have Aries whose person is feeling very much stuck or trapped. They're not taking any action to free themselves from the prisoning energy. And that's why Spirit's trying to tell this person it's okay to connect with others, even if it's virtually. It's okay to somehow still seek and obtain pleasure as long as you remain hopeful. You know, I feel like this person, Aries, they are thinking of something that ended, or they're recognizing maybe that something's come to an end, that they are trying to create joy again in connection with others, but they're still feeling trapped or stuck when it comes to taking any action, right? So this could be this person's thinking about business, house payments during the week of May 11th of 2020. Now, in the emotional aspects position, it is by maybe, what was it, the 18th? 17th or 18th is what I'm getting with this card. So this person is very hopeful that there will be some form of faithful connection as something is ended. They need to open themselves up and free themselves from this prisoned energy, and connect back with others. So they may just be trying to figure out how they're going to connect in some way with another or others in the future. Now, in the subconscious position, we have the faux energy. So this is when someone is recognizing that in the past they may have brought upon a situation that has ended, and they're continuing to wait hopefully for that to transpire. But it's ending when the Death card shows up because it was meant to. And now this person's being guided to start to pleasure seek and recognize what they learned in the area of faithfulness. So this person, I feel like, learned a lesson of faithfulness. they got hurt. They went out and tried to have a good time, or they will during this week, and then they're going to find themselves kind of stuck. Stuck maybe because for some people, Aries, this person is recognizing that what they were waiting on is ending, and now they can give faithfully to something new in connection with you, I feel, Aries. So in the day-to-day aspects position, we have the merchant energy, waiting and hoping for some form of profit so that there can be some time of pleasure seeking and fun. And in the inner strengths position, Aries, your person is being given the strength of the journey energy during the week to travel, to move, to connect, to communicate, to get clear about profit and success. Which path is the best one for me? After I brought upon myself what I was thinking would be a good time. So maybe they were thinking and were hoping for a third person for some Aries, but now they're feeling stuck because something ended. Maybe they had to bring the situation to an end because, look at the next card in my 3-card spread to the left. There may have been a third person. Now, this doesn't mean that they took action, but maybe they just thought of someone to bring something to them so that they can pleasure seek, have a good time, feel some different energies. But the truth is, and they're recognizing this truth, Aries, during this week, that they had the soldier energies, or someone did, where they were harsh on the exterior. This person was maybe hoping for a marriage or commitment or partnership, and then they recognize misfortune and ending because somebody brought upon themselves this waiting and hoping for a good time, and now they're feeling stuck, like they can't take any action. And Spirit's saying, in your inner strengths position, we'll give you the strength to journey towards whatever you so choose. But be careful what you ask for. You may be wishing for something that won't move forward. And I think you guys are going to know that by Wednesday or Thursday of the week of the 11th of May of 2020. You're going to know that. You're going to recognize a change in this person, Aries. Why? Because Aries, maybe you are receiving some form of fortune and money. Maybe you, Aries, are providing a service and you're having conversations with other people. And this person's starting to see that you've been putting a lot of effort in with the service energies into researching something for yourself. So this person recognizes that something's ending. They're feeling stuck or trapped. They're healing kind of in their own space, but they're also hoping that someone will come in and heal them in some way. Because they're either telling someone or they're feeling like their sweetheart is causing them despair. I'm feeling stuck or trapped, therefore I'm going to connect with this friend. And so this may happen during this week. Or they're thinking about a friend, but we've got the falseness energies here. Next thing you know, we've got someone with the enemy energies, lies and deceit, and then sitting in a space by themselves, wondering, should I reunite with Aries? Where there has been a little bit of stubbornness or situations involving children of the past. This person may be surprised at your arrogance or their arrogance, because I feel like you're going to be doing really good in your journey. They're going to recognize, as they sit in this thought, this deep thinking, that you've been there, done that, and you have learned a lot in your journey, Aries, with the old woman energies. So we have someone wanting a leadership position. This could be father, grandfather, uncle, thinking about making changes in the area of home, family, business. They're evolving, this person, Aries, because like I said, you've got the young woman energies. You've been there, done that, and you know what a true commitment is like. You are no longer crawling along the ground getting stepped on, but you have transformed and can fly above your path and see clearly what's going on with this person. So by the 15th through the 17th of May of 2020, Aries, the person you're thinking of, is going to receive or give communication regarding an ending with the widower energies. Communication that something has come to an end and they've finally accepted that. This person is finding themselves with the melancholy energy and love, wanting to get together, have a good time. But this person may be waiting on kind words and messages that cause sorrow because they wanted to sneak away and communicate with another or others. And now they're left thinking about faithfulness. Wow. So let's bring in the signs, shall we? Signs and elements, please, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, when it comes to this person that Aries is thinking about. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, for... Okay, we just saw the King of Swords. Someone's setting goals and meeting goals, but they're coming off a little harsh, a little intense. I don't know. I think if you're feeling this in your person, Aries, they're saying keep doing what you're doing with the Three of Pentacles. I think they're waiting and they're wondering, are you going to, Aries, put together something that is successful during the beginning of this week? They're having hope on your behalf that you will continue to be successful. Now, for someone may be hoping and waiting on a connection with someone who is financially abundant, secure, independent, and who may have Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But we have an ending here in a relationship with another or others. So we have a person here, Aries, who is bringing something to an end and is trying to figure out which path is the path of success. Now, I cannot ignore that death is Scorpio and the Chariot is Cancer. So we've got speaking one's truth and moving or hoping to move into a new direction, trying to bring the situation into the physical universe, their physical universe, this person. So there's a lot of fantasy and illusion that they're creating or that is around them here, mid to the end of the week, Aries, for this person. They want to go and have a good time. But here you are, right? Taking action to set goals and meet goals and get things done. Very excited about your accomplishments and what you're going to create next. And they, Aries, they're just sitting in this prisoned energies. They don't know how to look at themselves and say, I want to have fun. I want to create something that I enjoy. I want to recognize God's purpose for me so I can live peacefully and joyfully day to day. So in the emotional aspects position, by the weekend of the 16th, 17th is what I'm feeling. We have faithfulness and the Hermit energy. So this is about really thinking about faithfulness and commitment and partnership, contemplating, connecting faithfully with another, or yeah, that's what I got. Okay, so in the inner strength position, here's the King of Swords again, having the strength to speak their truth. It's like they have the faux energies. Did someone bring into a situation an air sign at one time? Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. I feel like this person, Aries, is trying to justify something here. So in the day-to-day aspects position, they're looking at what is the most profitable situation, which is sad because we want to make sure we don't mix money and love, right? We choose someone for who they are. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so this is a very karmic time for this person, which means if they make a bad decision, it's going to come back and bite them in the butt real fast. If it's negative, if it's positive, if they have faith in what you are, who you are, what you're creating, Aries. See, you're busy taking action and they're sitting there telling people or feeling like they're stuck. But we're never stuck. We can always set goals, meet goals, and move in any direction we so choose here on Earth. So Spirit's giving this person, Aries, the journey energies to travel or move towards what is karmically best. Wow. In the inner strength position, we definitely have someone here, Aries, who's thinking about journeying into one passionate direction or another. Now, this could be hobbies, gifts, talents, skills, a career, idea, offer, opportunity. This could also be, I am almost like bored in the area of passion. I want to bring in some form of fantasy or illusion. I want to pleasure seek and connect with someone who's maybe got Earth in her chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I'm hopeful regarding something that ended, and now I'm justifying the fact that I want to go towards this pleasure-seeking energy. But there is a lesson here for this person. So in a 3-card summary, they see you, Aries, male or female, as someone who is giving birth to a beautiful family, changes in the area of home, creativity, and business. I feel like you guys have the high priestess energies, what you are putting together in your thoughts, you are manifesting and compiling that energy into the physical world, and justice is turning in your favor. Now, for some Aries, if you've been in a commitment for a while, they may be thinking about justice and home, right? Making changes, getting married, coming into a deeper commitment or partnership, having faith that you are the right provider, caregiver. And they're happy for whichever Aries has been waiting on a connection from a younger Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I think there's going to be great reasons to celebrate if there's a younger person that one of you guys have been waiting to hear from. Now, the other thing I see here is someone communicating again who may have Earth in their chart, or they have a child that has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and there's kind of this 3-party energy. That's what kind of initiates the fantasy and illusion for this person. So by Wednesday or Thursday, they want to lay down the wands, which could be Aries, after a long path together, 9, 10 months, 9, 10 years, however that applies. They're contemplating walking away from all that has been, because very quickly somebody comes in and gives this person a lot of attention, Aries. Yeah. They're conflicted. They want to be Mr. or Mrs. Earth sign in a position of stability and security in family and home. Wishes could come true, but Spirit's sending in judgment here during this week for this person to have the strength to free themselves from any sort of illusions that may cause them a lot of pain. So I see Aries. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces or you have Pisces in your chart. I'm seeing that by the weekend, 15th through the 17th of May of 2020, a wish can come true for them if they're connecting with a Queen of Pentacles energies, or they're recognizing that your wishes are coming true, Aries, because you've been setting goals and meeting goals, and now we have the Star card. Now, again, someone may be justifying going towards an Earth sign because of something maybe tied to the past regarding an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. They may have had these energies. So watch for this if you are in question of someone, Aries, during this week with the 7 of Swords. They want to kind of sneak away and go have a playful communication situation because they are conflicted. And now look at with the Pentacles again. There's a creative idea, hobby, gift, talent, skill, or path ahead that this person is contemplating, maybe having to do with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Wow, we had children in here, and this isn't even from the right deck, which is interesting. So children, family, wanting to celebrate connection, looking at things from every perspective regarding children or the past, and contemplating something that either had to do with marriage or about how this person is going to move forward faithfully in connection to maybe someone they were in marriage or partnership with. They could have Virgo in their chart because that's what the Hermit represents. So information, let's just say guidance from Spirit for this person. This is what Spirit's trying to do to guide this person into the highest, best path for themselves. And this is the Spirit Animal deck by Colette Baron Reed. Clarification, please. So they're saying, use your mind wisely. Are you waiting on something? This person, Spirit's talking to the person you're thinking of, Aries. Spirit's saying to them, make sure you make the highest, best decisions. You may have to think on your feet instead of sit here and be hopeful. Because maybe for some of you, if you're with someone, that person is recognizing their own independence and success during this week. So in the relationship sector with another or others, the person you're thinking of, Aries, is wanting to bring an end to a situation and travel into a new direction. And Spirit is reminding this person with the armadillo spirit energies to set healthy boundaries. So maybe there's a Cancer or a Scorpio coming towards this person, and they're being guided to use their head, think on their feet, and make sure their boundaries are up front. I will not cross these boundaries because I know right from wrong, moral from immoral. So in the creative aspects position during this week, we have co-create with another or others. Do things kindly, but be careful of fantasy and illusion. Slowly and steadily, you will get beyond, Spirit saying to this person, sitting in this prisoned energies with someone who is very passionate about what they do. Emotionally, by the weekend, this person is being blessed with the lizard spirit energy to dream the world into being. Emotionally, they may decide to give faithfully to someone who may have Virgo in their chart, or to give faithfully to connecting and communicating with another. But then recognizing subconsciously that maybe they've been carrying the sword energies of harsh communication. Spirit saying subconsciously to this person, this is a very lucky time. But use your head wisely and make sure you speak your truth about your boundaries, for you could bring in a situation whereby you get trapped in or out of stability in your life. Very karmic situation, remember. It's black or white, it's right from wrong, it's good from bad. Actually, I'm telling that to that person. As an observer, Aries, let this person work through whatever they're working through. I think you guys, now see, there's the karma of the Wheel of Fortune. This person is teetering on something, and they better make the highest, best decision, because I think that the Wheel of Fortune is also for you, Aries. This is for the Aries that know what they're creating. This card is about turning knowledge into wisdom, and it's in the day-to-day aspects position. Therefore, there's profits here. There's abundance. And again, Spirit's telling this person, use your mind wisely. You have the strength to not move into a new passionate direction, or to not journey towards a situation until you have some answers. Wow. So in the inner strengths position, this person has the chameleon energy. So they're acting as if things are good with the lucky energy. They're being guided to think on their feet this week, use their head wisely. For whatever they want to dream into being, they can, but there's a slow process of change here. Something needs to come to an end. There is harsh communication about boundaries, and someone that's trying to co-create with what they or who they think is right through this pleasure-seeking fantasy energy. But there's great caution for this person to think on to use their head. So keep up with the good work with whatever it is you're creating, Aries. Know that there's always enough. Trust in the magic of your success during this week, and be loyal to what you love. Okay, we've got number 19 in the end for Aries. You're never alone, right? 19 is about endings. 42 is about a solid foundation, moving into new directions, and trusting in divine detours, right? That the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. And what happens, Aries? With the electric eel spirit, your ideas they come to life. This person may be thinking about new paths because you're choosing new paths, new directions, new ideas, and they don't know if they want to jump on board or go in a different direction. So the closing message from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed is the Diamond Dreamer. I feel like, Aries, you, with the number 6, are recognizing true prosperity in your life. I think if this person watches your success this week, they're going to recognize that true prosperity is deep within this connection with you. There's material wealth coming for Aries, those Aries that are manifesting abundance. So don't think like you don't have enough. I think maybe they're thinking as well that they don't have enough. But watch for obsessions, whether it's you or this other person. Let everything go. Go with the flow and the natural movement as you pray to Spirit in the energy of patience. Watch for illusions. For now is a time of reflection, not to make decisions, and to be careful of false promises. Yeah. Wow. All right. So, should some of these messages have resonated for you and you have further questions and or would like your own personal energy read, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I'm also still offering the Easter special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so very, very much. Those of you whom have donated, take care and God bless.